Show after the show is on location today. We're at Logos Theater. There is a presentation that's going on until August the 3rd that I would love for you to get to know. But first, I want you to get to know the man behind Logos Theater. That is Noah Stratton, which you're from, is it from Ohio?
Yes, originally from Ohio, and then came here for college, and then got involved in the Academy of Arts. Amazing ministry.
Yeah, but I understand that from Ohio, the Buckeye State.
Yep,
I'm
right.
sorry.
That's right.
We forgive you. We forgive you. But weren't you at like a camp up in Brevard? Was it the Wilds?
Yes, I was up at the Wilds Christian Camp. My parents worked there every summer, so I had the unique opportunity for 9 months to be in Ohio, 3 months to live at a camp, at a 100,000-acre camp. Beautiful, amazing opportunity every summer.
Yeah, what was that like for you?
It's like a boy's dream, right? Yeah. I mean, you're out there, you're in nature, but it's an amazing godly experience and an atmosphere. So it was the best of both worlds, getting to just play everywhere and getting to work at a young age, getting to get some good habits. My parents were wonderful in teaching me so many character traits and hard work and things like that. So it was an amazing opportunity.
Which is paying off now because you're doing such a great work for God right now.
Well, I appreciate that. It's all to his credit. My father-in-law started the ministry here, and I kind of married into it, married the third daughter. He has 4 daughters, so kind of married into it, and then just blessed to be able to kind of keep carrying on off the great foundation that was laid before.
I understand you went to college right up the road from Logos Theater at Bob Jones University.
Yes, I did. Went there. I thought I was going to be a teacher. I was going to go into education. That was kind of where I was headed. I'd always loved drama, but I had never really seen how it could be used in ministry full time. And I really wanted to be in ministry and really be investing in people, and didn't really see how those two connected. And then found out about the Academy of Arts and Logos Theater, and said, "Wow, this is perfect," and came and started getting involved, and I was in pretty quickly after that. It was good.
So here you are. This is a C.S. Lewis play, right?
Right. C.S. Lewis, amazing author. He just has a phenomenal way of storytelling, and it's a way of what Jesus Christ did, of just telling stories in a beautiful, powerful way, but stories that have a lot deeper meaning. You know, it's not just a fantasy tale with all the C.S. Lewis, the Chronicles of Narnia. A lot of people think, oh, it's kids' stories, it's a fantasy story, but it's amazing allegorical truth woven all through it in a powerful, powerful way. So we love telling these stories because there's such good depictions of what the Scripture is always doing, of telling stories that have a deper meaning to them.
What's a little bit of the story about a horse and his boy?
It's an amazing story of, again, kind of set in a fantasy setting of where Narnia is the main theme for most of C.S. Lewis's books. This one is actually outside of Narnia for most of the time, all the time, excuse me. And so we're in this different setting. It's a little bit of in Calormen, this unusual setting, and it's where a boy who has a very kind of vague background. You not really sure what happened in his background, and it kind of jumps in with him being being kind of used and abused almost in a situation, not a good situation. He's trying to look, how does he escape? He's out tending to this horse. A Calormen comes, what's the name? Tarkhan comes with this horse, comes to this hut where he lives, and he's just a servant, kind of slave. He calls for this gentleman he calls father, and starts going to take care of the horse, and kind of just talks to him. Oh, I wish you could talk to me, and I wish I knew how I could get away. And all of a sudden the horse looks at him and says, "Well, I can talk," and blows him away. So he meets this amazing horse that can talk. The horse is from Narnia, so a lot of these creatures from Narnia have the ability to talk and have this higher level of understanding. So they start on this amazing adventure of going and trying to get back to Narnia and the North. And so it all unfolds from there. Amazing story, powerful story. We have, as you can see, the full-scale puppets here. Justin, who runs the head, built this one along with Isaiah, who plays Shasta. And so it's amazing. We make them right here, right on site. Really blessed to have people that can figure these things out, because this is stuff normally that only Broadway does at this level.
I was going to say, this looks like Broadway style. I mean, something like, I saw The Lion King, and they have this kind of puppetry on Broadway, The Lion King. You have it here at Logos Theater.
Right. And that's what we're really trying to get the word out more, because it's so awesome to see what Christians can do. And just Justin, and he got trained by Ken Hines, our technical director, and really just started doing some research and just started it and did an amazing job, as you can see. So again, most people, they hire out just a couple companies in the world to make things like this. So we're very blessed to be able to make it right here.
Yeah, hasn't this horse traveled around the world almost?
The horse has done some traveling. Our lion, Aslan, has done more of the traveling. He went over to Scotland, actually, for the Fringe Festival, largest fine arts festival in the world. We were involved in some of our high school kids in the high school festival there also. So our Aslan, our lion, which is so cool, he's a depiction, if you know the stories of Chronicles of Narnia, he is a depiction of the Lion of the tribe of Judah, of God, all through the story. All the 7 stories, and he's in this one as well, The Horse and His Boy. And so it was neat to be able for him to have that renown walking the streets of Scotland, and he stopped traffic multiple times. We actually had to be told to keep moving because we were stopping traffic too much. Sure, yeah. So just amazing opportunities to take excellent things, Christians in the arts, being able to do things excellently, doing them well to lift up the name of Christ.
Yeah, you mentioned Isaiah. Come on over here. Isaiah is the main character, which is Shasta. So you can see they already have a relationship here, don't you? He's a good boy. It's so lifelike. It's so cool. What are you learning through this whole experience? Because you're in form, you're in character until August the 3rd. Mm-hmm. So are you learning anything from the character of Shasta?
Well, Shasta's progress through the story is really fascinating to me, and it's really a joy to be able to play this character and study everything. And he kind of starts off with a more rough background, and then he learns more and more through the story about how these bad things that are happening to him are actually for a greater purpose, and that Aslan, or depiction of God, is using them in his life. And I think that's one thing that's really impacted me, is learning that suffering is for a greater purpose, and that God has more plans for that than we think.
I'm going to say you're like 25, but how old are you actually? Because you're that mature.
I'm 16.
16 and playing this character. You're going to do a great job. I know he's already doing a great job because it's been happening. Yes. What's your hope through A Horse and His Boy in this community?
Our hope is that people would see that Christians can do something excellently and do it well, and that a big burden of ours is that people would not look at Christians, especially in the arts or in film or media or in the stage, and roll their eyes of, oh, it's
cheesy. Yeah,
it's another Christian thing. We want it to be where God is the creator. All creativity comes from Him. So as Christians, we need to be raising the standard to the highest level, not trying to get the crumbs from Hollywood or Broadway's table. We need to be the ones being right alongside, if not past them. And we don't have all that funding, of course, at all. We have to make up so many things and just make things work. But we want the community to understand that God is worth doing something well and excellently because it's His message, so it needs to be told in a powerful, creative, and in an expert way. Expertly done.
You can tell there's a lot of passion that is behind this. This is going to be an amazing performance if you can make it out. Going on until August the 3rd.
August the 3rd, right. We had 22 performances in the spring. Most of them were sold out. So we've just started this last run. We did 2 performances this last weekend. So we only have 4 more weekends, 8 more performances. So the tickets are starting to really sell now. So if they could hurry and get their tickets, they will not be disappointed. It's an amazing production.
Yeah, and very affordable for you and your family to come. We have the links provided for you right here on this page. Thank you for joining us for another edition of Show After the Show. We'll see you next time.